had an interesting experience when I went to church on Sabbath. I had my hair in twist out. So for the entire week I had twists in, and so for Sabbath morning, Saturday morning, I unraveled the twist and I went to church. And I remember walking into Sabbath school, it's like our Sunday school, and this group of little girls like rushed to me. They're like, your hair is so long, can I touch it, can I touch it, can I touch it? I'm like, yeah, sure. I learned several experiences, especially because that morning I had my brother take this picture, and I realized that I reached my hair goals. And then I got to thinking, okay, so now what? I got the kind of hair that I wanted, but I found most of the times, if I don't have my hair in twist, I have my hair up in a bun. So I got what I wanted, but then I'm not reacting to it. It's not like what I thought it would be. And I realized that even though I got to my hair goals, like what I wanted, there is still so much more to learn. There is still, like, my hair, there are still some issues. There are still some new things that I want to do, like some new styles that I actually want to try that I've never tried in my hair. And I realized that when you're on your natural hair journey, don't just make it be about hair. Because hair is something that's temporal. It could change, you could lose it like any moment. If that's all that you're wrapped up in, just getting long hair, just getting it big, at the end of the day, when you do get that, you know, like, what is so different in your life? And I've seen several YouTubers who get to their hair goals, you know, they get that beautiful hair and then they chop it off. Like, what? We have to realize, not just in reference to our hair, but in other aspects of our lives, that there has to be some greater why behind it. And I realized, for example, with me and my hair, to use it as a way to empower people, not just women but men as well, to empower people to have a stronger relationship with God. And the main point is to remember that if God is concerned about your natural 4C hair, if God is concerned about the number of strands of hair you have on your head, and he says not one will fall to the ground without him knowing, how much more is he concerned about every other aspect of your life? And also, the other lesson that I got from this is that little girls are watching you. Don't just seek to be a model. I heard someone say, don't just seek to be a model, seek to be a role model for those who are coming up after you. We have this attitude sometimes, this habit of we saying, I don't want anyone to watch me, watch the Lord. Okay, yes, we ought to be watching Jesus, but Jesus has also placed us to be disciples, to help other people who are behind us. So the same way little girls might be watching you with your hairstyle and maybe inspired, they're also looking at the way that you talk to people, the way that you react when you're in a frustrating situation. They're also looking for someone who can be strong in their faith, someone who they can see as an example. And you can be that person. Yes, we have the Bible and we have the stories of David and Daniel, Moses and Esther and all these people. But today we can also have Susan and Shanika and Shaniqua as our examples. And it could be you. So let's remember to seek greater things that are not just temporal, things that can just be taken away in an instant, but to always look for the eternal value in what it is that we're seeking or pursuing. Your job, your weight, a relationship, marriage, your hair, a child. Always seek for the eternal value behind. Make your why have an eternal value. That's the point that I'm trying to make. And also seek to be a role model for our little girls coming up behind us.